I first noticed that the trees were being cut down in 2014. I was traveling to Paddington. I was traveling on my way to work, a journey I didn't enjoy. And I noticed that for Crossrail, they had cut down hundreds of trees. And not only had they cut them down, they let the branches, they let the trunk stay where it fell. That was my first indication of what was to become, what could you say, a mass butchering of our trees. And now it's a trend, and it's so common, but it's also almost in our blind spot somehow. I go past on the train on the Piccadilly line right now from the part of London where I am, and I see so many trees cut down, and I don't know what TfL are doing with these trees. I've written to them. They're saying that they're getting rid of these trees because they cause leaves to fall on the track, and for them that seems a justified reason to cut the trees down. To me, it's utter destruction of nature, and it's not just to me, it's a fact. This is utter destruction of nature, and I really feel as a people we must gather and make a stand for these trees, because they can't speak. They can speak but we must speak for them. We must take a stand for them. Now, something you can do, and this is something I'm so grateful, some research has revealed itself. I think, what is it called? I need to remember the name of it. What? Is it Reforest London? It's not Reforest London. The Woodlands Trust. There is something called the Woodlands Trust. Now, this is a great charity that is working so hard to ensure that areas of England retain their ancient woodlands. And what they say to us is that if we know of any trees or ancient woodlands that are under threat, write to them. Research your planning permission. Lots of councils, they're passing all these planning permissions left, right and centre for these trees to be cut down, and woodlands, acres and acres of woodlands to be removed, so these developers can come in and build their latest so-called affordable homes. You know, go on your council website, look at the planning permission and begin to see. I think the planning permission reference number normally start with a T if it's for the trees. And use your voice, speak up for these trees. Stop this from happening. Stop these trees from being cut down. You can also, once you find out what the planning permission reference number is, or the application number, you can then take that number and you can send it to the Woodlands Trust, and as long as the planning permission hasn't been agreed, they can then begin to do you know, you'll have the power of an organisation behind you that can get some experienced people in place to ensure that these woodlands are saved. You know, London, as we know, London many centuries ago was a very small place, and over the centuries it's extended. You know, we've got Greater London now. It extends, and as it extends, it's like its concrete jungle reach extends as well. And the little woodlands and trees that we do have left in London, I really feel, as a Londoner myself, and you know, it doesn't just have to be London, this is a worldwide thing, to be honest. Like, if the place where you live is under threat, if you are seeing tree trunks or wood chippings left from what was once a beautiful, tall, standing, strong tree which breathes life into our very air that we breathe in, if you are seeing this mass destruction of trees, and I ask you, I call upon you, do something about it. You know, people power is more powerful than perhaps we may give ourselves, we may realize. I'm sure if I feel this way, there's many people out there that feels this way as well. So I'm really calling upon those individuals that may feel that way, the same way as I do, about these trees. Let's make a difference. Let's really gather together and make a difference to stop these trees from being cut down. Where I am right now, such beautiful I'm going to show you, I'm going to pan out. This is one of my favorite willows. She's beautiful. You know, this is a great demonstration actually, some of her chunks have been cut down. For what reason, I'm not completely sure, but I was very upset to see this. You know, this is the beautiful town of Taplow, and there's a horse. There's a horse there. I don't know if you can make out the horse. And I'm surrounded by beautiful trees. Now, I'm not saying I expect this, you know, London to become this. It's not impossible, but it's a built-up area. But what I guess what I'm saying is, what we do have left of London, nature-wise, let's preserve it. You know, let's do what we can. We are so magnificent when we come together and make a difference as people. Let's unite. Let's come together and make a difference for our trees, ourselves, our well-being, our environment, and future generations. Like, what are we going to hand back to these children? These children, these next generations that are coming up, what are they going to come into? We need them to come into the world and have some sort of nature to enjoy. I really hope you feel my heart where I'm coming from in this, and I'm really looking forward to connecting with some other tree lovers that are seeing what's happening and perhaps may feel that helpless or feel like there's nothing they can do to make a difference. You know, I've gone through that the last 3 years. It's only, I would say, mainly the last year the research I've been doing is now becoming fruitful. You know, I think one of the massive motivators for that becoming fruitful was seeing some sacred willows that I love. Willows are one of my favourite trees. I just got so much love for these trees. You know, so many local willows have just been taken out. Like, I'll drive past these beautiful trees, and you know, they brought me so much joy, and then one day I drive past and they're no longer there anymore. They've been taken down because you know people feel that they're, I don't know because I love them so much, but I guess maybe, I don't know, why are people cutting down our willows? I don't know, but that's what's moved me to begin to really awaken to my mission and make a difference and acknowledge, I've always acknowledged it, but really begin to take practical steps to make a difference to what's happening here with these trees. So yeah, I'm making this video to reach out to fellow humans that feel the same about trees as me, and let's make a difference together. Infinite blessings.